Hello, this is going to be a quick, in-depth guide on the ores and alloys in a township tale. I'll be going over what they are, what they do, and how you can make them, and just some other general ease of life stuff about the blacksmith, so off we go. So first is the forge. I'll be showing you how to use this, some things you should and shouldn't do, and just some other general things you need to know about it. First is with fuel. Fuels for the forge can be anything that you can burn, really. So wood, coal, or even the cores you get at the combat trials. I wouldn't use them because they're the best fuel in the game and shouldn't be wasted on the forge. I generally use coal. You can just use wood, and I know quite a lot of people do that. It's kind of up to you. It doesn't really do much difference. Anyway, what you have to do is you have to chuck it in this hole, and you see it shows up there. Next, with all ingots in this game, you need 3 of each ore to make it. So if what you want to do is put the ore in this slot and then just close the hatch, and as you can see it will start forging it. You can use this to speed it up, which conserves fuel and also makes it quicker. You don't need to do it though, so you just don't worry about it if you can't be bothered with it. Last bit of the forge. Any final product comes out this chute here. If it's a stackable item, like an ingot or say arrowheads or buckles, it will stack up here. Here we have all of the ores in the game. There's copper, iron, gold, silver, and mithril. I'll go over more about what they do and the characteristics at the end when I have all of the alloys here too. Next are the gems. Without any gems, the only things you can make are copper, iron, and gold. To upgrade them, you need to get the gems. Don't worry too much about not being able to make ores or alloys if you don't have the gems and you're starting out, because by the time you have access to the ores or materials, you will have access to the gems. Hey, future me, sorry I forgot to mention, to get the gems for the forge, you get them at the combat trials, which are located on floor 21, 41, and 61. There are challenges in them, such as waves of enemies, and on the last one, a few puzzles, and they are pretty hard to do. Just bear that in mind when going into them. Now I will be showing you all the different alloys in this game. The first alloy is the first alloy you'll probably make in this game, which is red iron. To make red iron, you need 1 copper and 1 iron. Oh, that's 30. 1 iron. So then you take it to the forge, and you just put the ingots into this chute again. Close the chute. And it'll come out this side. See? Red iron. Next will be palladium. To make palladium, you need a red iron and 4 silver ore. So we need another copper, another iron, and 4 silver ore. Back to the forge. Then we need to make the red iron first. Wait for that to finish. And then we put the red iron in. And the mithril, silver, sorry. And we get our palladium ingot. Next up will be electrum. For electrum, we need 1 silver ingot and 1 gold ingot. Again, take this to the forge, put it in the chute, and out comes our electrum ingot. Second to last, we have viridium. To make viridium, you need 1 mithril and 1 gold. Again, take it to the forge, put it in the chute, and out comes your viridium ingot. Finally, we have Valium, arguably the most valuable ingot in this game. To make Valium, you need 2 mithril ingots and 1 silver ingot. Again, we take this to the forge, put it in the chute, and out comes our Valium ingot. Before I go over all the ingots, I'd like to show you this. This is the recycler and can be crafted with 30 coal and 50 iron. To use this, you also need coal, as it does not connect to the fuel source of the forge. You chuck it in here, and you can put any item you want, so say a blade, a pickaxe, even a plate or a buckle in here, and you just pump this to melt it down. The biggest use for this is getting a lot of iron very quickly. The best way to get iron with this is with buckets and cauldrons. Buckets give you 5 plates and 6 buckles, and cauldrons give you 4 plates and 6 buckles. And then you can take them apart at the crafting building with a hammer and chisel, or if you don't have that yet, a piece of flint and a rock on a stick, and then you just put them in there and just pump, and then they'll melt away and end up here. I'll demonstrate how you use this with this iron pickaxe head. So just put the head in here and just pump until it melts. The flame has a duration for how long it can be on without pumping, and you can tell it's at its highest when this flame is practically touching the ceiling. So this will stay here for a while and I don't have to pump. Anyway, the pickaxe head is melted and it's came out here, and I got 2 ingots from that, which isn't bad because you need 3 ingots to make it. Finally, here's my overview on just all the ingots and what you should know about them and what they're useful for. So first, again, I'll recover all the names. This is copper. This is iron. This is gold. This is silver. This is mithril. This is red iron. This is palladium. This is electrum. This is viridium. And this is valium. So just things about them that you should know. Valium has the most attack damage, but it's also the heaviest. In my personal opinion, the weight is worth the damage, but that depends on other people and whether you're making a sword versus tools. Next is electrum. Electrum is the lightest metal in the game, but it's not very strong and it's not got much damage. It's not really that useful, but if you're making things that you just want to be light, it's something you should know. Next is palladium. Palladium has the highest durability in the game. Again, it's pretty good at everything else, but not the best, so just use it for like guards and pommels on swords to give it that extra bit of durability. Next is mithril. Mithril is a great all-round ingot. So it's got really good attack damage, it's pretty light, it's quite durable, it's just good for all-round use, and that's why most people use this, and it is one of the best ingots, maybe compared to like Valium. Next is silver. Silver is the ingot you need to mine endgame ores such as mithril and again more silver and other stuff like that. It's useful for tools because it is fairly durable and it's got quite a bit of attack, but it is still pretty light. So I would mainly use it for pickaxes and other tools. Finally is red iron. Red iron is a brilliant starter game ingot. It's really easy to get, only needing copper and iron. It's got pretty decent durability and attack, and you only need the first gem in the forge. You only need the first gem to get it, which is brilliant. Thank you for watching. I'd like to say if you've got any questions that you couldn't figure out from this video, you can always check the ATT wiki, which I'll link in the description. Also, if you've got any questions that you can't find and learn, you want to ask me, just leave me a comment. Also say if you liked the video, any suggestions of other tutorials. Anyway, other than that, maybe like if you liked it. Have a nice day. Goodbye.